Hello, hello. We are live with Terra Nullius. We are doing another side story today. The side story that we are doing today is the continuation of last week. And of course,
I was about to say, we're not going to be in the right places.
no, definitely not.
I'm never in the wrong place. I don't know what it is.
You would have been this time, except my video stopped when I looked at the link you sent. Since I was the first one this time.
But it is, in terms of side stories, this is episode 7 of the side stories.
That means we've done half side stories and half main stories.
Well, we've done
1/3 side stories.
Yeah.
Well, 1/3.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's what I was trying to say.
I knew what you meant. Yeah.
I have a mouthful of pasta right now.
It's all good. It's all good.
Good excuse for anything.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So we are here with Terra Nullius, and I gotta say, guys, after last week, I was pretty stumped. I was like, don't even know where to start with this. But when I was at school on Tuesday, was it? Monday, was it? One of those. Tuesday, I think. I was like, wait a second. No, I have an idea. I know how I can solve this. I know how I can somehow make a beautiful story out of this mess.
You're welcome.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So, let's see. What do we want to start? Oh, and also, for those who are watching, so we're not going to have Ryan, unfortunately, this week. Because he had a thing that came up, but that is okay. We still got Grett and Yi and Saori.
We jumped through an interdimensional portal anyway. I mean, that's a good...
Exactly. It's so easy to get rid of him, right? Like, just be like, well, he didn't come out of the other side with you. Who knows where he went? Maybe he'll show up randomly later. Yeah, exactly. So, when we last left, at least 3 of our heroes, they had just jumped into an interdimensional portal. Because he's just like, don't, I'm not caring about this ship anymore at all. Let's just go to some random place. Who cares about Spain either? I mean, let's go to an entirely different world.
I want to get off this boat with these creepy people.
Completely over it.
Yes! Yeah. All the creepy people are gone now.
Perfect. Yep. You just have one creepy person to worry about now. But, I mean, honestly, like, Grett, who knows? Who even knows how to describe Grett, honestly, right? Like, is he creepy exactly? Not exactly. Is he like...
He's just ignorant.
Endearing? Slightly? Maybe a little bit.
I think he's endearing.
He's a little bit endearing.
Thank you.
I think he's kind of endearing. Anyway.
Yi does not think so.
Grett is pretty... Oh, yeah, I can't really talk about that. But Caleb didn't get to see our Pokemon Fiasco game.
Didn't.
That was so sad. But he's essentially the same character.
Right.
Wasn't there.
So, you guys jumped into a portal. So I think what we see is we obviously get the Terra Nullius credit sequence with these characters, and then we see we back up in time a minute, right? And we see the last 60 seconds of the previous episode. And so we see Yi laying out this black cloth on the ground of the cabin in Saori's ship, and then basically being like, all right, guys, let's jump into this portal. And so the portal activates to a random world, and you guys jump inside. And so I think we kind of were like vague about what it looked like on the inside of the portal, but I think what I'm going to say is that it's you see like a snowy country beyond. You see so it's just like a hinterland of some sort. There's some hills. You're on a coast. But it's snowing lightly. And so you guys jump in, and then we get the obligatory, right, like it's a time travel, or we go through a portal sequence, right, that sort of thing, except like, in any movie you see this sort of thing, right?
Intro to Doctor Who.
Right, well, where it's like you guys are going through this portal, but it's like this strange alternate dimension, and like things are spinning around, and like that whole thing, right? And then suddenly you are face first in a snowdrift, both Grett and Yi.
It is cold!
And Gregor is nowhere to be seen. So you guys, face plant into this snowdrift. What do you guys do?
Let me see what I have on me real quick.
I'd like to look around.
Right. So yeah, you kind of like get out of the snowdrift, look around. Obviously, yeah, you see you're kind of like on a hilly coastline. So there's like a cold ocean next to you, and then some like hills and stuff that kind of stretch out in the opposite direction. And yeah, it's snowing lightly. You see some trees around covered in snow. Yeah, I don't know exactly what kind of trees. I can look that up real quick. But yeah.
Would there be any sort of anything that I would see that I'd be able to kind of identify where we would be?
You could make a nature or history check.
Ooh, let's see. I'm gonna go with nature. Nope.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, you're used to China.
I think this stuff is snow.
Yeah, I mean, there's snow in China, so it's not like you're completely unfamiliar with it. But
Yeah.
I can try to see where we are. Do I know where we are?
Where's that other guy?
I don't know.
Yeah, would you even have known his name?
I don't know.
I think I interacted with him last time. I don't remember.
Just
You know,
because
it is
interact
kind
with
of
somebody,
amusing.
That doesn't mean you know their name.
It is kind of amusing, honestly, that Yi would have even like grabbed him to go on this journey. So yeah.
Well, I interacted with him because he was in the bunk area with me at
Right,
one
sure.
point. So I probably would have brought him along.
Yes, you don't know where he is. Grett, I think so. You recognize like one of the trees, I think. Or no, I guess it was a history check you made, right? Let's see.
It was better than my nature check.
Yeah, I think you recognize this coastline. It has some sort of historical significance. I mean, so I think you basically just recognize it as you think about it for a second, and obviously it's covered in snow, but you're like, wait, no, this is just Italy.
Italy.
Yeah, you were off the coast of Italy before.
Like,
This
we
is
were
Italy,
just here.
But suddenly it's snowing, and it was like the middle of summer before.
Why is there snow? It was not snowing before.
What do you mean we were just here? We were just on a boat.
Well, before the boat, we were in Italy, and now we are back. But there's snow. I am very confused.
Are there any like buildings nearby?
Make a
Of
perception
any
check.
sort?
Yeah, for sure. Grett, you don't know you can't see anything.
I am still confused.
Yeah, so Yi, you definitely notice that there is some sort of, like, you can see the tops of some sort of, like, I don't know, it's a castle or something. You probably have to get closer to see, but it's some sort of large stone structure. And it's it's in the distance. And it's like along the coast. So like when you look down the coastline, you kind of see it. And there's like a dip that kind of like goes off this way. So who knows exactly where this castle sits in relation to the coast, but you kind of see it in the distance along the coast. So.
Grant, I think we should go this way. Do you see that? There's like a castle or something over there. I think we should go figure out what's happening.
So I know kind of the area we are then.
Yeah, I think once she says that, you know where you are. You're like, wait a second. And so I think you kind of spot where Yi is looking, and you notice, Grett, that it's not a castle at all. It is a monastery.
Oh, I was gonna say space station.
No.
Yeah. No, it's what?
That's not a castle. It's
station.
a space station.
Right. That's no castle. It's a space station.
It's a monastery.
Yeah, so you recognize it as a monastery. So this monastery is called Santa Maria degli Sola.
We were going.
Oh, I'm
Exactly.
gonna roll a d8 real quick to
Okay.
see when when I can transport us again, or like when it'll let us hop through the
Right,
hole
because
again.
it's a number of days or hours.
1d8 hours.
You just want to do it
8
again.
hours.
again.
No, I mean I don't think he would know that, but just in case like
Yeah,
I
it comes up
decide I
later,
don't like
yeah.
where we were and I try and do it again, then we'd know if it would work or not.
Yeah.
So 8 hours.
Sure. Cool. Yeah. So, I'm just gonna like drag this picture onto the map here so you guys can see what this kind of looks like. So this is Santa Maria della Sola. It's a monastery. This is obviously a modern picture. So there isn't a phone booth over there or whatever that is on the bottom, or the railing.
It's the doctor.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
But yeah, you see like the peaks of that, right? Like, so the very top of it. And so I think when you look a closer, you can see that there's a little cross right at the top of it. It's very, very hard to see, but you know, it's there, especially in the snow right now. But yeah, so Grett's like, okay, that's the monastery we were literally going to. So, yeah.
We have reached during nuclear winter.
That's
What did you say?
I said we came during nuclear winter.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna make a dumb joke. I don't know. I don't know if Grett would know what's happening is the problem.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we know where we are, but I don't... Why is it snowing?
I don't know. Let us go and see if we can find out what the heck's happening.
Okay, so going over there, I want to be like stealthy about it. I don't want them to try and see us approaching.
Sure. Grett, would you like to also make a stealth, or is this like Yi solo mission?
I see that, knowing the monastery we're going to, I am not worried at all.
Okay.
Given...
Okay. Grett, stay back, and I'm gonna go try and see what's happening sneakily. Are you gonna be okay with that?
It's cold.
You don't have to stay right here. You just can't go with me.
Why must we be sneaky? Why must we try and be all sneaky?
Because we don't know what just happened.
That is true.
So are you gonna be sneaky with me, or are you gonna stay here?
I don't think I know how to be sneaky.
Okay, so you're gonna stay here.
Fine. Well, actually, do I know how to be sneaky? Give me a second. Let me check.
I mean, you're wearing armor, right?
Yeah, I'm wearing heavy armor.
Yeah. We
and
all know
my
how that
dex
goes.
My dex is -1. I'm going to stay back.
Okay, so I'm gonna stealth up. Come on. 22.
Yeah, you kind of get up to it. So you realize that yeah, there's like a sandbar. So like there's hills and things along the coast here. You get up there, you kind of go through this like hilly forested area, and you reach a point where you can see that if the water was higher, this would be a little island off the coast of the coastline. But instead, there's like a sandbar that kind of just connects the mainland to whatever this little like rocky island is that the monastery is on. And yeah, the issue is.
There's no way to be sneaky.
Especially in snow, in the daylight, walking across a sandbar, like it's almost impossible for you to like actually sneak across this thing.
Okay, then when I'm to the point where I can't really sneak any further, can I like look again? Is there other people outside?
Make a perception check.
I'm here.
22.
Yeah, I think you notice a group of scruffy-looking humans that are kind of a bit into the trees. Kind of so if you're facing the monastery right now, right, and the sandbar is in front of you, they're kind of like to your right and like down the coast a bit. You can see them kind of like going through the trees, and they're like looking at the monastery. They haven't seen you, but you see them. It's kind of hard to see exactly any more detail about them. You can tell that they're humans and they're scruffy looking.
Are they wearing the robes that the people were wearing?
No, they're wearing like disheveled clothing.
And then there's like no other movement or anything that I see in the monastery itself.
I think maybe you see like maybe one person that. Like maybe just a flash of movement in the courtyard from where you're seeing in the monastery, but like it's there and gone, and you don't know if you saw anything really.
Okay, I go back to Grett.
Okay.
Grett.
Yeah.
I think there's some people who are about to attack the monastery.
We must help. Not attack the monastery. We must help protect the
Oh, I
monastery.
like
the
that
monster.
idea. Like, we should attack the monster. Those people
Yeah, I
are
realized as soon as I
creepy.
said how that sounded.
Man, that would. I mean, yeah, you could do that, I guess.
I think we should go try and figure out what's going on with them.
Yo, yeah, we must.
Okay, so they're like kind of in the forest to the right of the monastery when you get over to the island.
Okay, let us go.
So do you want to try being stealthy, Grett, or
I will try and I will fail.
Okay, so you don't have to roll again, Yi, but
Let's see how bad we can make this. 0!
oh yeah, because you have disadvantage, right? Perfect.
I
Just
literally
going,
rolled-
we are walking towards the monastery.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was the intruders.
So I think so Yi, I think you realized very quickly that these people have noticed you and are coming to surround you. Like you can tell this, but they haven't seen you yet. But like they
coming
obviously
to
know.
surround us is in like, are we already on the island now?
No.
They can...
Like they've sensed that someone's in the forest and they're coming to check it out, and you're assuming that they're kind of like, you can kind of like see in the forest like ahead, that like they're like kind of like splitting up into two groups and kind of like going around you to like maybe flank you or something like that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, are we already past,
you're still in
like,
the forest.
sandbar?
Yeah, you're still in the hilly forest, like going towards the monastery. They noticed you
Okay.
from a long way off, and they went to go like intercept you, basically.
Okay. Grett, be on your guard.
I feel always God.
How many
I feel
people
God's
are-
helpless.
Perfect.
How many people are in the groups? Can I tell?
There are about 8 of them altogether, so 4 and 4 about.
Okay, Grett.
Oh.
There's 8 of them.
As she said,
They're splitting into 2 groups. You take 4 and I'll take 4.
Okay. With that, I'm gonna have my mace ready as well as my shield.
Sure. So you guys are gonna try to you're just gonna fight them basically? When they
oh
come?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
They will not attack the monastery. We will protect the monastery.
I don't know how to say monastery in that accent.
Yeah, that's you're right.
Monastery.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna sound. Okay, cool.
Because it's sounding
So,
French.
yeah.
Monastery.
Monastery. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm like Lumiere.
Yeah. So you guys, I mean, obviously you're not gonna like. So Yi, if you want to, you could probably like sneak up behind them or something like that, right? Like you could split off from Grett and
Yeah,
make Grett the
that's-
bait. That's the thing you could do.
Grett would be great bait, so I'm gonna do that without saying anything to him. I'm just
Sure.
gonna let him be his own bait, like just being who he is.
Just let him do what he does.
Just gonna let him do his Grett thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No one can stop
So-
Grett from doing his Grett
It's
thing.
true. It's very true.
Oh no, nobody can.
So, I think what we'll do, as I kind of like setting up this map real quick, is we'll cut to Saori. So we see like, you know, the music starts to play, right? Like the tense music that lets us know that there's going to be a battle sequence coming up soon. But then it suddenly stops and we just see darkness again, and we see little Saori in the belly of the whale, as it were, or rather the mouth of the kaiju. Yeah. And she has just done the little ritual to kind of summon the kaiju. So you just heard a voice say, "Yes." Nope, wait, that's not the way. That's not the right one. Crap.
Jose.
It was.
Yes, my child.
I think my exact words were "Mom."
Mom, yeah.
That's
right.
Yeah.
I am not your mother.
Are you the kaiju?
I have no reference to the meaning of that word.
And so all these words are like just reverberating like an earthquake. It's like you're hearing. It's like basically like this person's the kaiju is like just saying it in the back of their throat, and it's like sub vocalizing basically.
So I think I say, well, if I'm your child, then what are you?
Those who sing the songs of the kaiju, who I assume you are talking about. Those who can do the rituals to summon the great beings of the depths. They are our children.
Okay, so listen, I'm inside you right now.
Yes, I noticed as much.
About that, can you let me out?
And I appreciate you rescuing me. I think that's what you did.
You just let it hang.
I'm like, it's kind of like a question. Like, did you rescue me?
There's no answer.
Oh, and so I'd really appreciate it if you could, let me out. Not in the ocean, but somewhere on land, possibly even my boat if you're nearby. She's not very intelligent, so this is...
And what will you do for me in return, young maiden?
What do you want?
Uh-oh.
I have a proposition for you. First, what is your name?
Saori.
Saori. A lovely name. My name is Leviathan.
Oh my god, the Leviathan. Are you serious right now? Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Oh, rip. There we go. Okay, Leviathan. What would you like from me in exchange for passage safely somewhere?
There are many stories of games between beast and men. I would play a game. A game of riddles. A game of contest. A game of wits.
It's a good thing that Grett didn't end up getting swallowed.
I'm sorry, can you say that all in a normal voice?
Sure.
So
He basically said, let's play a game of riddles, a game of contest, a game of wits.
He just wants to have a little fun.
So
He doesn't have any friends.
And then he
Okay.
says,
If you pass my tests as they are, I will grant you what you wish.
are they fun tests?
It depends on your perspective, young Saori.
Well, then I guess I'll have the right perspective.
Good girl.
Oh, sweet theory.
My first challenge for you, Saori.
Do you like my stress?
My first challenge for you is to answer a riddle, like the ancients of old.
and let me find the riddle that I wrote down.
What is your name? What
What is your quest?
What is your
favorite color?
All right, so the beast says, "My
Riddle for you is, we traveled the sea far and wide. At one time, two sailors were standing on opposite sides of their vessel. One was looking west and the other east, and at the same time, they could see each other clearly. How is this possible?
Can I roll intelligence to see if I know the answer?
And thus we have come across the two philosophies of riddles in D&D. One, the player figures it out. Two, the character figures it out. I'm fine with
say, am I allowed to Google the answer?
No, you are not allowed to Google the answer. I'm totally fine with you wanting to just have Saori make an intelligence check. Yeah.
Too bad I'm not there to help. I know the answer.
Intelligence check.
As do I. I
I
think
don't
I've
know
heard
if
it before.
you would know. I don't think I've heard it before. But...
She has a -1 to intelligence. I mean, clearly she's not very smart. So, see how this goes.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, Saori, you have no idea. You're like, what? That doesn't make any sense. They could what?
Well, wait. So would this be intelligence or would this be wisdom? Because
Yeah, I think this is intelligence. Yeah.
So I got to figure out some other way to figure out the riddle then.
Possibly. Yeah.
Am I allowed to ask questions?
If I answer that question, I will have already said yes. So
What?
yes. You have to understand, Saori, that was already a question. The irony of your statement amused me.
Okay. So wait, I can't ask questions? I'm sorry. What?
I don't have any metal. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, Saori. Ask your questions.
I can ask questions. Great.
You may ask me 3 questions in response.
You also have lifeline and phone a friend. No, 50-50 and phone a friend.
Okay. So you say these two people are looking in opposite directions.
Yes. Yet one is facing east and one is west.
Okay. Well, I mean, they could just be standing like right in front of each other, just like they're on a boat looking the other way, right? Like they're just facing each other, looking in the opposite direction.
Yes, I knew it wouldn't be that difficult a riddle to solve. I was just curious about your, intelligence, but I can see that many of the people I have asked that riddle to overthink it too much. It is a simple answer to a simple question.
Oh, that's legitimately the answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The person on the east side of the boat is looking west, and the person on the west side of the boat is looking east.
Oh.
Right, because the riddle said they're standing on opposite sides of the ship, but they're just facing opposite direction from what you would assume they'd be facing, right? They're not facing towards the ocean, they're
Right.
facing, towards each other. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
okay.
he says,
Cool.
he says,
I commend you, young Saori. You've answered the riddle. My second task for you will not be as easy, unfortunately. I have one task. My second task for you is... I need you to find the most valuable item among the shipwrecks and the bones in my gullet. What
You need to find the most valuable item
Yes,
inside your mouth.
quite.
Okay. Doesn't seem too terribly difficult. Okay, wow, that is your mouth right there. Cool. Awesome.
and that's how
and,
big Saori is.
And holy crap, there I am.
Oh, so tiny.
Wow, I'm so tiny. Wow, look at that. Okay.
I had fun putting that together.
Holy crap, this thing's huge.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Nice realistic
I see. So
bones.
there's like literally like a ship over there.
There's an entire ship.
Okay. Would I have seen the ship like when I was flying in the air and it came crashing down?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I know like where the ship is in the map. Okay, I'm gonna go towards the ship.
Okay. Yeah, so you just kind of like make your way over there. It's like traversing across a giant field of flesh. So you just make your way over to the shipwreck. So do you want to make a investigation check? Kind of like search it.
Yeah, love to make an investigation check.
Do it.
Let's see here, investigation. I have a -1 to that. All right, here we go. All right, 14, not bad.
All right, yeah. So you find a like a sea chest, that's full of like diamonds and like gems and things. Like you're like just eyeballing it at first, and you're like, wow, this is like a fortune. This is like crazy.
Can I make a wisdom check to see if that's indeed the fortune he was, like an insight check to see if like that's like the type of fortune he would think is valuable?
Well, so I think, I mean, you got a 14, so I think you find maybe a few other things, right? Just kind of compare these two, right? So you find that sea chest, right? You find an old like an old spyglass in the ship. You find some like rusty weapons. You find an old scroll, like in a scroll case. You find I think like a couple of like sets of kind of like some sort of ancient clothing, like old moth-eaten, not moth-eaten, I guess, but like, moldy, water damaged clothing. And I found a few other like things that would be on a ship. And this is all like a very wrecked ship, but it's kind of scattered about near it. And
am I able to read the scroll? What language?
You want to try to pop it open?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you just unscrew the scroll case and just like pull it out. Yeah. So it's definitely very old. So how about you roll Dick's sleight of hand to see how well you can kind of like unroll it carefully. Ooh, yeah. So I think a piece of it kind of like kind of crumbles as you kind of like unroll it. But yeah. Do you speak Draconic?
No.
Okay. So we see a script that kind of looks like Aramaic or Hebrew, something along those lines. Yeah, so you can't read it offhand, but yeah.
Okay. What do I gather from the spyglasses? Just like normal? Is there any inscriptions on it?
Yeah, I think you see an inscription on it across the shaft, and it's in the same script, so you can't read it.
I want to look through the spyglass.
Okay. Yeah, so you just kind of like look through the spyglass. I mean, it's kind of like waterlogged a bit, so it's kind of like difficult to see through it exactly. Like the telescopic part of it is kind of not working right, refracting weirdly.
I have to answer what the most valuable item on the ship is.
Yeah.
And I found the treasure, a scroll, spyglass, some clothes, and some weapons.
Yeah, some rusty weapons. Yeah. Do you want to make a history check on the term Leviathan? I think you kind of just like think about it. You're like, wait a second. Yeah, you don't know anything.
Man, I'm trying to wish I would have studied the Leviathan more in Bibles. What would a Leviathan find valuable? Certainly isn't violence, I don't think. So it wouldn't be the weapons. I don't think it's the diamonds. I think that's too easy. Could be the knowledge on the scroll. Or it could be the sight the spyglass. Am I just thinking too much about this?
I mean, do you want to?
Or is it me because a soul is the most valuable thing? Am I the most valuable item on this ship?
Does the Saori actually ask that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you know what I think happens? I think Leviathan says,
Well. You know, you're quite right. I hadn't exactly thought about it that way, but what is of more value than a soul? Very well, Saori. You've passed my second trial.
So in all reality, my actual like answer for that question was the scroll with it.
Oh,
So it was it's like, this is Saori can't possibly know this, but I think we kind of see in the as the audience now that it's a part of the book of Job in the Hebrew Bible. So yeah.
So I just like broke his book and was like,
Yeah.
it's me.
But that's the thing. So he was about to be like, nope, that's not right. But then he's like, wait a second. No, you're right. Yeah.
it's funny because I thought that was what it was too.
I know that's from the start. I was like, it's you, Saori.
No, you surprised me just as much as you did the Leviathan. So good job.
I like that me and Seth were on the same page from the beginning.
Honestly,
I
I'm
thought it was the scroll. Honestly, I was gonna say the scroll, but then I was like, I don't know. Maybe I could go a little deeper than that.
If I was Yi, I would have said that immediately because I would be so full of myself. I'd be like, clearly I'm the most valuable thing.
honestly, I've been trying to think of ways I could have screwed with Caleb to give him different answers for the riddles.
I'm glad it was you, Alyssa, who was on this end of the riddles. And I think it made it the most fun that it could have been.
You're welcome.
Because I can speak Draconic.
Right. Yeah. So he says,
My last riddle is one of a more practical nature.
and
Okay.
then you hear the creak of bones. And
Oh,
one of the skeletons comes to life and starts moving towards you. The skeleton of a dragon. So
All right, then.
Let me grab that.
It's a bone dragon.
So what I want to do now is I think I want to. So are you still on the ship when you ask this?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me.
We're gonna have two combats going at the
Yep.
same exact
That's what
time.
we're gonna do.
No, don't flash back. I want to see what happens to Saori. I don't care what happens to us. I
No,
wanna see
because we're
Saori
just gonna.
fight a
She's just
dragon.
gonna fight this thing, and so either we do. I mean, we can do this whatever way you guys want to. Like either we can do one fight and then the second fight, or do both fights and then switch between them.
How
We should
long
switch
will they...
between.
Oh, this is actually a thing?
Mhm.
Oh, I looked because I was curious what a bone dragon looked like in D&D, and I found like, oh, that's super cool. That I saw CR26. I'm like, oh, this.
No,
is
that's
kid.
not. Nope. That's not. So it looks like this.
I'm away from roll 20.
Oh, that's creepy.
That looks
Mhm.
epic.
So yeah. Want to roll initiative, Saori?
Yeah, sure. Let's
Yeah.
go for it. Why not? Haha.
Whoa.
Okay, cool. So I think what we start to see, right, is Saori like gearing up to fight this thing as it like flies towards her with its skeletal wings, and then we as like the battle music starts, we switch over to Grett kind of like standing in the middle of this scene, So I'll draw you guys to this real quick just so we can kind of set up what this is looking like.
Oh yeah.
So I haven't quite situated where they're gonna be yet, but it's gonna be something along those lines.
Should we go ahead and roll initiative?
Yeah, go ahead and click on your tokens and roll initiative.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh wow, you got a 0.
No.
That's the second 0 I've rolled
That's
tonight.
that's
Excuse
interesting.
me, that is a 0.08. That rounds up to 0.1.
That's close enough to 0 for me.
I didn't do too hot either. I rolled a 2.
That says 6.
I know, I rolled a 2.
Oh, okay.
I only rolled 1 higher than you did.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh frick. Well, at least they rolled a crit on their initiative. Could have been worse. I mean, it could have been a lot better.
So,
But also I'm assuming I'm hidden.
yes,
now.
so you're hidden.
Okay.
So
That's-
Grett, you're just kind of standing in the middle of that bridge there. And then yeah, the bandits are basically just kind of like surrounding you. So let me.
Is it at night or is it during the day?
It is during the day.
Okay. Because it's lit right now like it's nighttime.
Yeah.
It is lit.
It's lit.
Is lit.
I do have Sacred Flame, which is not actually fire, so.
So yeah, we see Yi in the tree here, or next to the tree, and then we see Grett like kind of like just standing in the middle of this bridge, like, oh, here they come, and then we're kind of like switching back and forth, and then we see Saori.
Oh my
getting
gosh.
ready to face
It's gonna
this
get confusing.
dragon. Yeah. So, Saori, what you gonna do?
When they come for you.
Yeah. There's a dragon
well,
flying
I
next
don't.
to you.
I'm not on the correct map.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're gonna do this switching back and forth.
Are the
But,
maps next to each other?
Yeah, they're right next to each other.
Okay. I mean, he says it's of practical nature, so I'm assuming I gotta use my fists.
Your practical
All I-
fist.
All I got are my fists.
Yeah,
at
so
this
as of right
point.
now, it is flying like above the tongue and next to you on the ship. So you could like jump and try to land on it if you wanted to.
I mean, can I attempt to tame it?
Well, you could roll a difficult Arcana check.
Sounds like a half of a no.
It does
like
sound like
okay,
half a no, yeah.
basically I gotta get a nat 20 to be able to
You
like.
can certainly
You
try.
can certainly
Tame this
try,
thing.
as they say.
But that'll be my turn though if I try to like jump on it and like ride it and tame
Yeah,
it.
for sure. Yep.
What have you got to lose?
You could roll the Arcana check without
It's fine.
having it be your turn, but like if you
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll roll an Arcana check.
Yeah,
Nope.
you're not. You have no idea. Like you wouldn't even know where to begin trying to tame a skeletal dragon.
You barely got through the ritual.
I mean, there's no way I can beat this thing. The skeletal dragon is like, I don't even know what CR a skeletal dragon is. But I know I
You won't know
can't
until
beat
you
it
try,
up.
I suppose.
Maybe it only has 1 hit point. You never know.
Maybe it just wants a.
Okay.
Maybe it wants a friend.
Maybe
See, his
it's
name is-
Maybelline.
See if its name is Flopsy.
Wait. I mean, okay. I mean, so it's far away from me right now, so it's not like I can attack it right now. Correct?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, you'd have to like take a big
jump
leap across.
off of
Yeah.
Did you
ship.
lose all your equipment?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Well,
So
she
I
doesn't.
have-
She doesn't have her staff. I think is the only thing.
I
Well,
don't have my step. Well, I have. So I guess I have my darts still because I guess they would have been fastened on.
Yeah,
to
and
me,
you have your
like-
bracers still. So.
Right. I want to take my action to hide.
Okay. Yeah, for sure you can do that. Go ahead and
Stealth.
roll that stealth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof, man. Yeah. So I mean, you know where to hide on a ship. Like this is no problem.
Awesome.
Sure,
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I'll just move the token somewhere. I don't know.
I mean, yeah. We can just assume that you probably like right here. It's like it's where the hold is. So you kind of like climb in there and hide. Yeah. So
Okay.
just for simplicity's sake, let's move the skeletal dragon just one up in the turn order so that it goes right after Saori, so you don't have to switch back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Just switch once and then another.
Oh my gosh, we were gonna go in the exact turn order.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
So this dragon is probably, I guess, gonna have to roll a perception check because it doesn't know where you went. So we'll see how that goes. Yep, doesn't know where you are. So, it just kind of like flies around and is like kind of like digging into various parts of the ship, right? And like tearing it up and like biting it and going like this, but you're like hiding somewhere very safe. Okay,
You
cool.
see the glass of water next to Saori have the drop.
Yeah.
slow way.
Like,
Yep.
oh boy.
So,
Well, this is fun.
now a bunch of bandits are gonna take their turn.
oh no.
So this will be fun, Grett.
Glad there's no punk.
Wait, I
Guys,
can't see their.
I'm gonna-
I can't
gonna
see
get
their
set
map.
to-
Is
Oh right.
there any way that I
Yeah,
can
you
see
need to make it
everything that's
light.
going on?
Yeah,
instead
just
of-
turn.
I'll just turn off the lighting on this. Yeah.
Yeah, because if it's daytime,
Yeah.
we could see anyway.
Yeah, I have default settings for any new maps I create, so I just have to I'd have to change it to.
I just want to be able to see the action.
Yep. Can you see it now?
Oh yeah, I can see everything.
That's because you don't have a character. Here, I'll just turn off everything. Okay, can you see now?
Nope. Yes.
You said there were 8 of them.
Yeah, there's-
Certainly 9.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, sorry about that. I will delete one.
Thank you.
I just dragged them over from where they were on the other map that I had. But it's fine. I said 8, so it is 8.
And I wouldn't have missed him with my 22 perception.
Exactly. So that one's gonna kind of. So I mean, I guess they're not gonna just like randomly attack you right away. So I think like the first thing that happens is like this like bandit captain guy. He has like this hat, strange hat. Looks like that.
It's like an evil version of Toity.
Well, he's a big tall human though. So
But the hat makes me think of Toity.
yeah. He kind of like calls out to you, so like you're surrounded by bandits now. What is Grett doing, like on the bridge?
He is like holding his shield and his mace, getting ready because he's surrounded.
Sure. So yeah, the captain kind of
Probably.
calls
Wait, does the bridge have like a wall?
out. Yeah, it has like railings on either side. Yeah.
Are they tall railings?
Mhm.
Okay, these probably has his back to the railings. so
Sure.
they
Sure.
can't-
Yeah. Yeah. So the captain kind of calls out to you and says, "Oh, hey, you. What are you doing out alone in the woods like this?"
We have come far away. We are going to the monastery, and we saw you trying to attack it.
I don't think you saw anything of the sort.
Then what were you doing?
We were admiring the view. Isn't that what all travelers come to do at the Santa Maria dell'Isola? Admire its beauty. Kind of like has a wicked grin on his face as he's saying this.
Don't admire its beauty by being all sneaky about it.
I'll act as sneaky as I want to.
I can't think of any witty comebacks.
Yeah, so I think he says, drop any gold you have on the ground there. There's a toll on this bridge.
Oh, so you're the troll.
He kind of just like shakes his head. You're going to regret calling me that. And then he kind of like grabs out his weapon.
And you are going to regret crossing me. No, that's the French. Dang it. And you are going to regret crossing me. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he falls out like a wicked scimitar and a dagger. Kind of like brandishes them.
I was about to say, once I figure out that it's not going well, would I have been able to...
You're going to do a surprise turn, yeah, for sure.
Actually, I want to say one thing. I want to say
Well, too bad.
Okay.
I moved first in combat.
Well, I just want to say I want to wait. I want to make sure this works as I think it does. Yes, I want to cast thaumaturgy on myself and say, "And you will regret crossing me."
All right.
Okay, is the captain still right there?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to go right here, and since it's a surprise, the creature, he would be surprised, right, by this? So since I'm an assassin, I'm going to stab him with my dagger, and it's a critical hit.
Nice. Just automatically a critical hit?
Yeah, because he's surprised.
Cool. Just jam his dagger into his back. Jam your dagger into his
Yeah.
back.
And then, I guess I wouldn't get sneak attack because I don't have advantage on it, though.
Do you have inspiration?
No. Yeah, I can't get sneak attack because well, technically, like, so Assassinate says you have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn in the combat. So,
yeah.
But he's technically, I would still be able to do that?
Yeah, you're fine, yeah.
Okay, awesome. So it's a critical hit, and I'm going to use my sneak attack on him.
Sweet, do it.
Oh, cool.
Well,
Perfect.
you happen to roll one, too.
Yep, so you just have to click on it, and it will automatically roll the crit damage, so.
Yeah, so 9, and then it's 2d6. Should I roll 2d6 and then multiply it by 2? Or roll 4d6?
I think I roll 46. I don't think it ever multiplies the damage, just the dice, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's sneak attack. Okay, so I'll just get 40.
Just dice, yeah.
Okay. An additional 15.
Ooh, nice.
Dang.
Yeah, so you just jam your dagger into this guy's back. So it's like funny because like Grett and this guy are like yelling at each other and like making insults, and Yi just like steps out from behind a tree and just like stabs him in the back.
And then I'd like to wait. I would have been there, and then I want to bonus action disengage and go back there.
Do you have half your health right now?
Yeah, because I had health gone from last time, and I assume we didn't get a long rest or anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I'd known that.
Yep.
I mean, we can flashback if Grett, you want to have cast a spell on her. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I probably would have cast something. Healing word. I probably would have cast healing word on her.
Yep, that makes sense.
At second level. How? Yeah, second.
I'm feeling a 15 out of 27. Ooh, now I'm at 21 out of 27.
That's 6 plus, and I add.
Oh yeah, plus 4.
4. Do I add my? I don't add my level twice. I just add it once.
you get it's plus here we go. It's 2 plus the spell's level.
Okay.
So it's 2nd level, so it's plus 4 for the
Okay.
Disciple of Life thing. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Thanks.
So 10
Now I just feel like I got a really bad stubbed toe or something. That's all.
All right, cool. So all the bandits attack now. So they're gonna go ahead and do some surrounding. So you disengaged and went back into the tree there.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure. So you have stealth on right now, but you didn't take the hide action.
Yeah, because I could have only like chosen to disengage or to hide.
Yeah,
so I
okay,
wanted
yeah,
to
so-
go ahead and disengage.
Yeah, so I think what happens is I think some of the bandits are gonna kind of go over and check that out. This guy's gonna circle around.
I was about to say, I was more just hoping that like the base of the tree was like right there so they couldn't completely surround me.
Yeah. So this guy's gonna step here, but he can't attack this turn. I think this guy is gonna be up here, but I think the captain like goes after Grett.
Even after getting stabbed?
Yeah, well, because 3 of his men are like going to like. Yeah, I think he just like he yells out like a profanity and like says like go after her, and then like he just like stumbles towards you, Grett. So let's see what these attacks are gonna look like. So on, I guess. Oh, wait a second. They have crossbows too, actually. So I don't think all of them would actually like. Well, maybe they would. I don't know. Nah, they'll just all go into melee. It's fine. They're pretty confident in this. So I think all of the ones on Grett get an attack. Yeah. So these are the attacks on Grett from the regular bandits. Oh man. Oh boy.
Well, 2
crits.
hits.
Holy
The
cow.
crits hits.
Yeah. So 13 damage.
Ouch. I mean, ouch.
Yeah, so these guys are just like taking out scimitars and just like charging you, and you're just like trying to like fend them off, like back against the railing, right? Like, and they're just like slashing into you. And 2 of the bandits make an attack on you, Yi. One hit.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
one would have had advantage though?
It would have been. Let's see. It would have been the bottom one.
I mean, it's just
the bottom one had
okay.
advantage.
so then they both hit.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh dear. Well, it's a good thing that Grett
Well,
healed
so
you.
much. He's essentially nullified, though.
Yeah, so they're like backing you up against this tree, and like I think they're probably like saying things like to you like hey there, pretty, like come here, and then one of them says like you're looking a little strange. Where are you from? And then they're like attacking you.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it's the bandit captain's turn, and he is gonna just make that one attack that he can make since he moved on you, Grett, and that's a hit.
We're gonna die.
That'll teach you.
But we're gonna die protecting the monastery of the creepy monks. It's fine.
I will die with my honor.
'Cause I don't have multi-attack or anything like that. I'm a healer.
Okay, so I would like. How tall is the tree?
Pretty tall.
Okay,
Like,
so
like 40, 50 feet or something like that.
okay, so here's what I want to do.
Okay, plan stupid.
No, plan smart.
Sure.
So
Smart,
I want
smart.
I'll believe it when I see it, but
I want to disengage from them.
okay.
And then I want to walk like up the tree and around it to the other side and hide.
Okay.
Like in the tree on the
Right,
trunk.
sure. Say that again.
So I'm gonna disengage from them,
Mm-hmm.
and then I want to like walk onto the tree trunk and up a little bit, and then like around.
For a second, I was like, "How this doesn't make any sense, Emily?" But I was like, "Right, slopers of spider climbing."
I just use them at every opportunity.
Yeah.
It's the best thing to do.
It's pretty great. Yeah, so you're just gonna walk right up the tree and then hide up in there. Yeah,
Yeah, I want to like hide over here.
sure, that works. And that's your whole turn. You're just gonna hide in the tree.
Yep.
Okay. Grett, what are you gonna do?
I want to hit him with my mace.
Do I need to roll a stealth
Actually,
for hiding?
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself as a bonus action
23.
Poof, nice.
because I really need some healing. So I heal for 5. No,
6.
2, 6. Okay. I'm just gonna dirtle my way through this. I hit him with my mace.
Do it. The bandit captain.
Yeah.
Oof, that's a
22.
hit. Nice.
Whoa.
10 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, just like slam him in the side of the head, and he's just like, ugh, spits out a tooth. You're gonna pay for that.
Does he look really bad at this point?
Yeah, for sure.
I would
That's
hope
my
so.
point. If
he's
I can
bleeding
kill their
profusely.
leader, hopefully they all go away.
All right, Saori. So, are you just gonna like keep hiding?
I mean, okay. I'm up against a dragon here.
Mm-hmm.
A dead dragon, but a dragon nonetheless. I don't know that Saori really wants to fight this thing. Like,
yeah.
but at the same time, I'm like, what else is she gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I guess she's gonna.
Do you want to like find a moment to like jump out and attack him, like and surprise him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, but I mean, not that I get like surprise damage
Well,
or
I
anything
think
like that.
I think there's like a condition, right? Like called surprised, or no? Is there not?
Do we really even need the map for the bone dragon thing?
No, I don't think at this point, no. Unless
No, it's just
unless
me.
Saori's
It's
gonna
just-
like unless Saori's gonna like do something crazy.
Combat surprise.
She might.
Why doesn't it?
Yeah, it just opens up to that page for me too. Yeah.
Let me look in my actual handbook.
Oh boy, Saori's in quite the mess. So you saved her just so you could kill her with a dragon.
You know me.
Okay, let's see. Surprised.
Here I found it. Let's see.
It's just talking about the surprise round.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything that I get.
There's not like a condition that I think.
Yeah. I'm fine with giving you advantage though, Saori, if you're like jumping out from your stealth to attack it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, to be honest though, like I feel like something Saori would do is try to ride this thing.
Yeah, then do it.
So what would I do for that? Like
So
animal handling?
well,
That's different.
let's see.
Or would it be more like
first you'd have to grapple
would it be more like dexterity, like grab onto it and like hold on?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. More first to definitely be grapple. So let's see. So you can use an attack action to make a special melee attack. So let's see. Make a strength athletics check.
Okay.
So athletics, yeah.
Here, let me get out my character sheet on this document. There it is. Okay. Go. So strength check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 18.
Well, let's see. Yep, that beats it.
Yes.
Yeah, so Saori, so we see the dragon like ripping up the wreckage of the ship, right? And then suddenly Saori's like in the shadows and she just like ninja jumps on the back of the dragon and like puts her arms around its neck and just like holds on for all it's worth. And the dragon like flails back and forth and just like flaps its wings and goes up into the air. And so it's just gonna like fly around, and then on its turn it's gonna try to like. So let's see, it's gonna fly. It can fly like 40 feet, I think. Yeah.
Some Shadow of the Colossus action going on.
Yeah, like seriously, this is 5th Colossus all over the place.
I've never actually played it. I just no.
You see the exact spot. You must stick the dagger in.
There's suddenly a glowing symbol on the dragon's bones. And suddenly you have a sword that you didn't know about. Anyway,
Whoa.
so
That would be very helpful. Right
it would,
about
yeah. So the dragon is gonna make another strength check to try to break the grapple. Let me double check what it actually has to do.
Let's say, wasn't that what it just did, though?
I think
Well,
that
no,
was
because
just
on its turn it can make a roll, which is now its turn, right? So your turn was doing that, and then it's gonna try to shake it loose. So. Okay, so basically, you guys just make opposing strength athletics checks again. So
Does
go
it
ahead
have disadvantage since I'm grappling it?
No. No.
Sorry.
That's not
Well,
what
it rolled a 6, so my chances are pretty good. Okay.
Yeah. So it tries to break the grapple, and that's all it does. And then you're still flying on it. So meanwhile, the bandits are gonna attack people again.
Oh no.
So 4 attacks on Grett.
One has advantage.
Yep. So a third one has advantage. So
only
one hits. Yeah.
One hits.
2 damage.
nice.
Close likes.
And yeah, the other bandits are just like look up and they're just like trying to find you, I think. So they spend their turn. They're gonna roll I'm gonna roll a wisdom check, like perception basically with advantage for them because all 3 of them are looking for you. And they have to get, what did you get? 23.
23.
Actually, I think it's impossible. They could never get that high.
They will never find you.
Yeah, so they're just like wandering around the base of the tree, basically like just yelling up like crude comments at you. So.
How rude.
Exactly.
Oh.
So how would and the captain is gonna brandish his scimitar and dagger, and then he's basically gonna like just yell in a like a bloodthirsty rage sort of a thing. He's not actually like he doesn't have a rage ability, but he's just like and then he just like starts like slashing away at you. So he makes these 3 attacks.
3.
Yep.
Oh, did the one that?
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Well, guys, it's been fun playing, but I think Caleb's pretty intent on killing me
So
tonight.
Okay. Wait,
he
one
definitely
more.
had advantage, and that means 2 hit
Oh,
that are
jeez,
crits.
Oh,
Or
no.
sorry,
Oh no.
don't
Yeah.
pay attention to the last one because I clicked that twice. So it's 10 and actually 10 and 9.
20.
So 19 damage.
I am down.
Nice.
No.
So
There
yeah,
goes the healer.
he just slashes into you, and with one like final stab into your chest, you just like fall to the ground bloody.
Shoot. Okay.
All right, what do you want to do, Yi?
Okay, I want to. Oops, still on that. I want to move to right here.
Do you just like jump out of the tree?
Yeah, jump out of the tree and move to right there. And let's see. I'm going to try and stab at the guy again.
Okay.
Would he be surprised?
Not in the official terms of the rules, but I think he is in terms of just like, I mean, he was not expecting this, so sure.
No, I mean, I just want to see if I can get an automatic crit. That's all I want.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I can't give you that. That would be, no. Because it's surprised is specifically like,
yeah.
hasn't taken a round in combat yet, yeah.
Okay. But I think
Still
that still
a hit.
hits.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use that. Is he down yet?
Nope.
Okay, well, I'm using my sneak attack. 2d6. 10.
Not quite.
And I just got to take my turn.
Yeah, so you go up behind him and stab him in the back.
And then I guess I'm going to...
I like to picture that Yi was like sliding in the snow and just like hamstringing the guy like as she like goes past him.
Let's see, where should I go?
There's a nearby tree.
There are several nearby
There
trees.
is, but I don't.
How much of your movement did you already use?
I used 25 feet, and I probably would have used like the total amount of movement dropping from the tree and then walking over.
Yeah, I think so too.
So I can either bonus action dash. Yeah, that's the only thing I can really do is dash and take an attack of opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna do that, and I'm
Okay.
gonna dash up the tree, up this tree right here, and get as far up as my movement will take me.
Is that a hit? 16?
Yes, that is my AC.
9 damage. Oof. That's rough. Yeah, so he slashes at you as you run away, and he says, I'll get you next, pretty.
Do I make my death save now?
Yes, please make a death save, Grett. There you go. 1 success.
There's one.
I really
Saori.
need you to get a nat 20, okay?
I want one too.
So Saori, you're riding a dragon.
You know, just the everyday,
Yeah, I know.
you know,
Yeah.
happenings. I'm on a dragon, just trying to buck me off, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
It's a classic Leviathan rodeo.
right? Can I like roll something to see if I can like try to like?
So you want to
don't
be able
know.
to control it
Yes.
somehow. Make an Arcana check. So
Again?
you couldn't think of anything before, but you just basically probably just like start trying random things. And like, is there a special bone I'm supposed to press? Do I have to say a magic word? And you just start doing a bunch of random things.
Do I
and
pull
maybe
this
you'll
lever?
get lucky. Yeah.
Man, I could think of a real good story right now for Ari, but not for Saori.
Did I ever
Saori,
tell you the
sit
time
down.
that I rode a dragon?
Is her
Oh,
little
no,
bit of hair
legitimately,
down
because
right
like
now?
Ari like
Yeah.
does dragons.
Yep.
Ari,
like,
yeah,
that's
Ari
her
does
thing.
dragons. Yes.
Saori, not so much. I don't think she's ever fought a dragon before. She's probably seen one, but no, I can't come up with any BS right now. I'm just gonna roll. Nope, wouldn't have helped me
Oh, wow.
anyway.
Yeah, so I think the Leviathan says,
What are you doing, Saori?
I'm like yelling as I'm like holding onto this thing, trying to tame this beast.
I can see that. How is it going for you?
Not so great. Any tips?
Make a persuasion test.
Oh, great.
Oh.
No, you'll have to figure this one out on your own, Saori.
Do you have a cookie in your pocket you can feed it?
Yeah, so Saori keeps riding the dragon. Go ahead and make a athletics check in response to its athletics, because it's going to try to push you off.
Oh, yes.
There you go. You have stayed on.
At least I'm managing to do that.
Yeah. So it flies another 40 feet in some random direction. Let me just do that real quick. Cool. All right. Well, it's the bandits' turns again.
And by being in the tree, would I at least have partial cover?
Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. I mean, I think they probably all take out their crossbows.
I know. That's why I was like, at least do I have cover?
So let me think about this. So it's possible that none of them can actually like shoot you this round. I need to remember how crossbows work in this instance.
Do they drop their? Do they drop their
Yeah, they drop their scimitars and grab out their crossbows, and then I think they load. Okay, so I'm gonna say all of them have loaded their crossbows, but none of them can actually shoot them in their rounds. The captain doesn't have a crossbow, and so I think he just like. Oh, you know what he does? So they all load their crossbows. The captain lowers his scimitar to Grett's neck, and then looks up at you, Yi, and says,
Caleb!
"How much do you care about your friend here?"
She doesn't.
Okay.
Well, that's what we're gonna see.
So is that his whole turn? Is him doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. Is he holding it in a way that if he dies, Grett would die?
No, because that's not how D&D works. So if you, no.
Okay. I just wanted to check.
I think so. What he does, actually no, because what he can do actually is he can ready an action to kill Grett if he gets attacked. So that's what he's gonna do. He's readying his action to do that.
If he dies, will he get that ready
No.
action first? And he's looking really bad right now.
Well, so
correct?
I think basically what it would be is I would have you roll a stealth check to be able to so it depends on what you're doing, I guess. So just tell me what you're doing first. What would you want to do?
Throw a dagger at him.
Yeah, if you could make a probably a sleight of hand or stealth, I guess, whatever works better for you. And if you succeed on that against his perception, then you can do it without his readied action triggering.
Oh, bye, Grett.
Look, I'm doing as much as I can. There's nothing else I can do.
I know. It's not you completely.
I should have used a higher healing spell to heal him, but I'm not sure it would have helped that much, to be honest.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll a stealth check. 18.
There you go.
Yep. So you can do that if you want.
Okay, so then
Yeah,
throwing a dagger. What do I have to? Do I have to roll anything besides just the attack?
Do you already use your dex modifier for daggers?
Yes.
Yeah, so it won't matter then. Just
Okay.
click it again. Yep.
Okay.
Do you get to do the assassinate since he hasn't taken a turn?
No, because it's just like in combat
Yeah.
in general, not every turn.
Yep.
But it is a new round, so I can do. No, I can't. I can't do sneak attack. Just because you're incapacitated.
That's a hit.
6.
Nope.
I'm gonna die.
Oh,
I'm gonna die.
Could I have tried to hit him in the hand so he drops the weapon not on Grett's neck?
I will give you that much. I'll be merciful in this instance and
Since
say,
I rolled a 20.
yeah, you rolled pretty high. I'm fine with that. But the thing is, like, the next turn that he has, he will.
He's just, I know.
Yeah.
But that's just 2 failed death saves.
It's true, yeah.
So Grett, definitely don't fail this one. And also I want to use my bonus action to hide in the tree so they can't see me.
Sure, go ahead. Roll a stealth check.
Okay. 20.
Yep. Yeah, so he like you hit his hand and he just like swears
I'm over here now.
Yeah, and he drops his scimitar and the rest of his like bandits kind of like look at him like, what should we do? And he just like curses again and like kind of grabs his scimitar, yanks out the dagger from his hand and like looks up at you, Yi, and like where you were because he can't see you anymore. And he says, "You're going to regret that." And then he like
keeps saying it.
And then he like gets ready to like attack him. So Grett, want to roll that nat 20?
It's at least a 15.
Yep, so that's a success. Saori, what do you want to do?
Back to the dragon.
You're riding a dragon?
I'm on a dragon.
I don't know what I want to do. I've literally failed like all the things that I
You
like.
just try punching it.
I mean,
You
yeah.
just start like wailing on its head.
That would make sense. Getting frustrated after a while, just start punching it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll make an unarmed strike on it, see if
Okay.
that does anything.
I mean, you have advantage because you're grappling it.
Dope. 24. Assuming that hits.
Yep, that definitely hits.
6 damage.
Cool, yeah. She's like,
It's dead.
you're so it definitely seems to be pretty effective. Like you can sense like the bone just crunch. Like you this is what your fists are made for, to crunch bone, right? To like break bone like this. And so you just like slam your fist down and just like crack one of its like neck bones.
Can I use a key point to make 2 more strikes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Both with advantage.
Okay. Okay.
Both hit.
Whoa.
And now it needs to make a so my Fury of Blows gives me 3 options, and I'm going to take the 3rd option, which means it can't take reactions until the end of my next turn.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so basically what we see Saori do is she like cracks down in this neck bone, right? And sees it like just like break under the pressure, and then she like, smiles to herself and then just like slam and like like its neck starts to like its spine just starts to like crack. It looks like you did a lot of damage.
You're a chiropractor now.
The deadliest chiropractor ever to walk the earth. Yeah, so that happened. So it's gonna try to shake you off now.
Okay.
So make that athletics check.
Yes!
Oh boy! Yeah.
Nice.
Oh
Yes!
my god.
I am hanging on to this thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so we just see Saori like, just still hanging on for all she can as the thing just like spirals and like flies around. So I think
We're going to earn the largest belt buckle in the Leviathan rodeo. You're staying on this for much longer than 8 seconds.
Oh, for sure. I've been on it for a total of like half a minute now.
I think it's only
don't
been
know
like
if it's been
3 or
that
4
much.
rounds, but yeah.
Yeah, it's been 18 or 24 seconds.
Okay, whatever. Let me have this, okay?
So it's the bandits' turns. They're gonna try to see you. And if they get a nat 20, they will. And they have advantage. Nope. So they don't know where to shoot, so they're just like pointing their crossbows. And I think they probably just like randomly shoot. So let's do this. There's a total of 6 squares that kind of like occupy where they're kind of guessing. So I'm just gonna roll a d6, and if they get for each shot, and if any of them gets a 5, then they hit you.
Okay, well, but also I was thinking, if I'm on this side of the tree, would
You have
these
cover.
3 bandits even have a chance? If
If
I'm standing on the opposite side of the tree trunk of
you're
them?
just standing on the opposite side,
Like I'm on the tree trunk.
right?
Since she has full
against
cover.
it.
Yeah, so I guess if you have total cover,
I
they
just-
can't hit you, right?
Well, that's like
Can't be
Yeah.
targeted directly
'Cause
by an attack or spell.
that was the whole thing. Is like I was trying to.
Okay, yeah, that's
at
fine.
least
So it's
get
just
away
those
from
4.
3 of them.
It's just
Yeah.
those 4 that are have the chance then. So I'm gonna roll a
Okay, wait,
d6
and
for each of
then-
them. So this is the first one. Misses. Second one misses. Third one misses. Fourth one misses. So yeah, they're all shooting blindly at the tree, trying to guess where you are, but they're not hitting. So then, the captain is gonna grab his dagger and just jam it into Grett's neck. So take 2 failed death saves, Grett. Yi,
I have a
Um,
50-50% chance of dying my next turn.
Gret will meet his maker,
Yeah.
and he will see him and say, "Oh yeah."
So Grett, Yi feels kind of guilty because he's just getting a dagger stabbed in his neck, and she kind of feels bad about that. Kinda. I mean, it's not like her fault
not directly. No.
directly.
I mean, you did
So-
take him through this portal to,
Directly, it's not directly my fault.
but
It's
no.
indirectly your fault in a lot of different ways, but yeah.
I am not holding the dagger at his neck right now. I'm not holding a dagger at all anymore. So I would like to.
So I think the dagger he stabbed Gret with was yours.
Cool. I'm still not holding it. So instead, I'm going to. I see that and going to use my movement to get over there and try and stab him in the neck with my short sword.
Nice.
Okay, here we go. Clink,
Hits.
clink. 5.
Not dead.
I
So
rolled
sorry.
a 1. Ah! Okay.
You can sneak
what was
attack?
that?
So like you cut him across the face, I think, and like get like his eye, basically, right? Like across the eye, and he just like grimaces at you, and he just says, "That's not enough to take me down."
Because it was. Okay, so I probably used. I don't know how much movement I would have used. Okay, let's see. What else can I do? I just don't have many options.
It's true.
I'm either alive next turn or dead next turn. We'll
Those
we'll
are
see.
the 2 options.
We'll
That
see.
is also, I'm either alive or dead next turn.
That's true. If I'm dead, you're pretty much screwed.
I mean, you could just make a run for it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I'm going to use my bonus. I could just go unconscious if I don't disengage.
If you like Yi, just run. I was already planning up enrolling another character last week anyway.
I'm going to, gosh. Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action to dash over back here.
It'd be epic if I got a nat 20 right now.
But he gets an attack of opportunity.
He missed though. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's good. I thought I was just going to be unconscious right there. Our
So,
unconscious body
Gret.
slinking the captain.
would you like to tell me something interesting about Gret so you can get
I
inspiration?
don't have any interesting ideas about Grant.
Right, I know.
He's literally just been a character who goes, "Oh yeah, okay, I can say this." Part of the reason why Gret was so interested in going on adventures to that, obviously it was because he heard of the awesomeness of Muldrak and was super inspired, but also
Mhm.
as much as much as he liked serving in the church, he could just sense that there were some things about it that were just not right, not great, and he's felt weird about some of the things that they were all about. And so he decides, like, you know what, I feel I would be better serving out in the world, protecting those who need help, than being in here and not being much help at all.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Take inspiration.
And roll the death save.
So just click it twice. So you don't
Okay,
even need
but
it.
roll.
Oh, that's true, because I
Yeah,
could
roll
get
one
a
more
nat
time.
20.
You could get a nat 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Well, it's
did.
a very good thing. Well, I guess it's not a good. Yeah. Either way, it's good that you didn't have a disadvantage on that roll.
Yes. Use my inspiration. I am stable.
So you are now stable. But maybe not for long. Like,
Let's say if he stabs him again, he just fails 2 death saves, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think strangely, like the way this works is like I think the dagger, like he stabbed him in such a way that like it just creates like a blood clot, like it just like stops the blood flow. He just did a really bad job of stabbing him in the neck. It's not how you're supposed to stab someone in the neck.
It's not stabbing someone that kills them. It's taking it out that does.
Yeah.
Fair. Yeah.
Which is probably going to do next turn to try and stab again.
Yeah.
So Saori, you gonna try punching this thing some more?
Yeah. Gonna make another unarmed strike.
Do it.
Against it.
Why did I have to roll so poorly?
It's definitely a hit.
8. How's
Let's
this thing
see.
looking?
Pretty damaged.
Okay.
That's a lot of damage.
Then
Okay, I'll be back. I gotta go around real quick.
Then I guess I'm just gonna use another key point to attack it again.
Mhm.
Why not? Okay. I have advantage, right?
Yeah. Both hit.
Okay.
It's not down, but it is like half of it, like its head is literally like hanging off of its like half cracked spine. Like yeah, it's very damaged.
Just like question, because
Mhm.
I'm interested. How far up in the air are they right now?
Pretty far up in the air.
Just saying, you're really far up in the air right now. Might not want to kill it.
Well, do you have
Well,
any other
you're-
ideas?
I
It's
don't
really
know.
up to Caleb of to where it goes.
I was just throwing that out there.
So it is its turn. So can you attack something that's grappling you? Is that a thing?
With disadvantage, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to double check that. So it's gonna try to just attack you because it's obviously not gonna be able to get you off its back. So
Okay.
Not with that attitude.
so all of these are with disadvantage.
All of these? What's all of these? None of them hit.
None of them hit. All right, so it's just flailing wildly as it's trying to like bite you and like claw at you, and it's just like spiraling in the air as it flies. So yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah, that's a thing. So bandits are gonna try to shoot you again. I think the 3 over there realize that they can't like even possibly see you from where they are. I think that like one of the other ones calls like, "Come over this way!" Like I think I see her. So they kind of just like step over.
Well, also, I just want to point out, I moved
You
to this
did
corner of the tree.
Awesome,
So
perfect.
They
So
would
let's
have
see if
a
any
hard
of them
time.
have.
I mean, I'm not hidden technically.
Oh, okay.
Would just because I didn't.
You just get partial cover. Yeah.
I would. Yeah. How much cover would I get?
I think against this guy, you'll get total cover, but everyone else has partial.
Okay. Well, there's half cover and 3/4 cover.
I think you have 3/4.
Okay.
Except for this guy in the very end here, it's half.
Okay. So the guy who I have total cover against just can't attack.
Yeah,
me.
so he just shoots and just hits the tree.
Okay. So then you can do all the 3.
Yeah, so guy with half cover shoots you.
Oh, half cover. Okay, misses.
Okay, and then let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with 3/4 cover. One, 2, 3, 4,
5. 1 hits. The last one hits.
Okay.
And it knocks you unconscious.
And you're down. Oh no!
Well,
So
this has been
Yi
fun.
gets hit out of the tree and then goes into unconsciousness. So let's do this. Yi.
I wouldn't have had enough movement to get very far up the tree since I came from.
No, yeah,
right
you don't
there
have to
and
make any. I'm not going to
dashed.
make you
Okay,
do
because
anything.
I was like,
No, you're fine. But I will have you make some death saves. So let's go ahead and have you.
when? Right now?
You're right now.
Oh, is the guy not gonna attack Grett?
Well, so this is I think like you black out, and we don't see what happens as the audience, but all we hear, I think we just get see black, and then like a pulsing heartbeat that's getting like softer and softer as we like stay with Yi in her maybe final moments. So go ahead and roll that. 1 success.
Should we just keep rolling?
Yeah. 2 success. 3 success. All right.
Okay.
Yi stabilizes. And then I think we go back to Saori.
Jeez.
Saori,
Ugh.
do you want to just keep punching this thing?
Yeah.
All right, do it.
All right. Let's punch it again. Wait, I have advantage though, right?
You do. That hits.
17. 7 damage.
It did.
Yes. But now I'm gonna fall.
Yeah, so you finally just like crack it in half. Like its head just gets severed from the rest of its body and just crumbles to the ground. And then suddenly, the dragon just starts like falling apart. Like it, bone by bone, just falling apart, and then suddenly just falling in a pile of bones. And now, so you have ended up over the mouth part of. You're not gonna land in the tongue. You're gonna land in this like recess over here of its mouth, underneath its tongue. Where it licks next to its tongue.
Is there a lot of saliva there?
Yeah, it's basically just like pools of saliva. So,
Like
I
water.
think it's
That's
about.
good.
I think it's gonna be an 80-foot fall.
Okay.
So, do you have an ability that does mitigates
Yes.
that, right?
So basically, I get minus 20 damage, whatever it is.
Okay. Well, let's roll some 8d6. So you take 5 damage.
5 damage.
So
I'll
you
take it.
Slam into this saliva like concrete, and suddenly you're in like this absolutely just gross pool of saliva. But Saori knows how to swim, so
It's true.
and then I think you hear.
That was very impressive, Saori. You have passed my challenges.
Great.
do you
Can you get me
wish?
out of here now? Wait, what did you say?
What
Sorry,
do
go
you
ahead.
wish?
I wish to be returned on my boat.
Your wish has been granted.
And then the mouth starts to open.
Oh God.
And you just look and you see like the daylight and like light flooding in. You're blinded for a second, and then ocean water just whoop, and then we just cut to commercial break. So we will be back. More Terra Nullius right after this short break. Stick around.